ECS engine 607 leading in regional 156 north. V8 engine 655. Here we got the Keystone 9645 and 940. This has got to be the siding track for the plant. Nothing. Road rail train. Kansas City Southern. Road rail train coming in. Catch more as we see one. There's Rutherford Yard, the Intermodal Terminal Yard. 1103, 1040, 9903. Oh, wait. Wow, FedEx. Instructions before leaving. No containers arriving. I'm going to switch to the other side here quickly. 2134 and 1077. Union Pacific sending Norfolk Southern. Wow. 83 to 81. More action to come as we see it.
I know. Somebody's doing that.
But he's trying to stay awake.
Harrisburg Yard. Wow.
Way back, everybody. Yes.
The head's bobbing.
This used to be this was Riley Street engine house down there. Like roundhouse pool.
And all the ties taken out.
What's that? I'm sorry, what's that? Yes. Yeah, it's all bike section. You go east of Reading towards Allentown, it's still 250. That's Harrisburg there. Yeah. The Knowles on the other side of the road. Here west. Oh, that's right. 261. It's all Harrisburg. It's almost 5 miles long. Kelly Street. This is where the yard starts. Yeah, the control side.
Long intermodal trains.
We have another one for central there. That is for a sticker action. Is that near Western? Did you go Western? Yeah. You got a museum there. Siding? Yeah. And there's cars over here. It's hard to see the shields right there, see? For the Yankees, the hot loads. They come out of here. The Buffalo stuff. They put them on the front of an intermodal train and take them over. This place is crazy. So if you feel like right there, it's like unbelievable stuff. And they were telling me before all together at the same time. You get up to the center part of the yard, track the wall, they do that. You sit up in the tower. Yeah.
More intermodal freight train equipment to our right there. Those are some well cars with shipping containers in them. We expect we'll be making a stop up ahead here shortly to pick up the crew member. Should be real brief, and then we'll head on out and reach the Susquehanna River at Rockville here.
There's places to pick up the Rockville Bridge, and it's like the bridge view and it's up in the Rockville Bridge. Very nice. It's a real thing. It's a bed and breakfast. It's got Keith Latham and it's a beautiful view of this river and the bridge comes across. And in front of the place is all the traffic and the yards on the front side. The back side is the bridge coming across the river. Something's a premium. It's basically like an age, here like a rock film, you get the main comes down and crosses.
A lot of containers, isn't there? Fish. One long intermodal train.
Somebody that down here and kids. Go down to Orlando.
Real.
Here we got NS engines, 9131, 9139, 5,000. Operation Lifesaver engine, 5669. You got 9843 in there, along with 5272 of Burlington Northern, Santa Fe. We got a rolling intermodal on the move with us. Refueling track. Aha, we got 5605, 9313. 8465. Ah, there's 6575 of Burlington Northern.
It's just.
So I don't get my diesel one.
Yeah.
There's NS 8465.
Ten fatheads too.
Oh, man. Grandpa, get the bag out.
That's all the good stuff. Nobody else wants to sit with him. That's okay.
I would hope that would. Oh no, no, no.
Fair once you go in the back on
Hey Drew, are you enjoying all this narration?
No. Yeah. It'll be dark by the time we get back to that place.
I told him I'll give him $100 cash right now. And he needs it because he's going to buy all this Congo stuff.
They changed the station, right?
Continue filming once we start moving again. More to come. We got NS 6343.
Should be 40 back there.
8465.
Now here toward Rockville Bridge.
We got 6343 NS engine, BNSF 5455, and 6575 Burlington Northern Santa Fe Power.
To look down the side of the train and see head engine zero, depending on where you are in the train on either side at different points.
There's 5672 on the other side of the intermodal.
Rockville Bridge has up a lot.
Well, the view lines are very safe. Yeah, I don't think so many coaches. They're going to have the regular coaches like these, and then they're going to put 2 view lines on the back or something. Yes. Nice, yeah. So you'll be able to cut it. Oh yeah. So you'll be able to cut you off, and then you'll sleep or whatever. So the other thing comes to take capital. But they're pretty good. There's an area back there. It's like a regular tool. Push stop is.
Is that right? Is there?
Yeah.
So I want to get me a bigger hat.
Yeah, we like
Yes. No. Driving on the sunset. I saw a couple over here. I saw an original. So I've been
side by side,
Right by side, yeah. That would have been cool.
That'd have been a great shot.
Yeah.
At least to get it, you know?
Yeah, the something.
That would have,
Have they?
Did you want some? Right? Oh yeah, it's right there. You see when you get in the cafe car. Yeah, right. Start acting up. Hey. Where's that?
Whoa.
He's all hyped up, man. All he stares at the back of that head.
Yeah, it's.
You just see a hand like this.
Yeah.
The intermodal train that was moving slowly has stopped as we continue along the tracks.
I'm trying to talk bad about.
Just take one of these yards and put it in containers.
Oh yeah, there's tons of. This is on the new yard over here. They added up in the old Lucknow area. They added a couple more fat tracks, and there's like run around and shop tracks in the back. Oh yeah, they were over 10,000 feet. That's crazy.
2768, 9503, leading the intermodal.
Bridge that we just passed under was Interstate 81, and you'll see a pretty hot highway to our right as we get up a little further. That's US 322. Just to set the ground, the geography in case any folks have driven through the region before.
This is one big intermodal yard.
Those guys there?
Oh, they just got on.
They just got on.
They're just on here for the spin on the bridge, the Buffalo line.
Yeah.
Because the other crew's not fall. They're going to be doing the backup to show.
So we're going to watch the highway. Yeah. Johnson's just from here, right?
Yeah,
We're just on there. We're kind of qualified out over the bridge, right?
Yeah. You're just going to have to understand. This is private road.
Yeah, so I'm just going to watch the show move back around. He was on here yesterday, right?
Yeah.
The guy, the first guy that went by, he was out there yesterday. He's been in the video because he asked the whole thing, right, from Philly in, right?
What's that?
He was on here.
Who?
That Mike.
Oh, they just got on it.
No, yesterday.
Really? Did the same thing yesterday. I think he worked it back. I think they worked it back.
Yeah. I don't think I can prove it.
I don't know.
No, I think he was filming.
He went back.
Because I said,
He got on here. here.
saying.
Was it? The turn and then stayed on.
He stayed on back to Philly. I don't know if he's doing that today or not.
Yeah, 'cause we didn't see the colors.
Catch Mars, we see more coming up because it looks like we're going to a stop. Now apparently there's a freight train that's coming into the yard that's got to clear, so we're going to be filming for now to see which one it's going to be on these two tracks, because the Pennsylvania just bypassed us and it looks like it's going to be.
So it's 78.
No, I got mine on. Sorry, step back.
It's just 78%. Maybe I'm going to start coming back and
I got mine.
it gets dark.
We're going to be going out onto the Rockville Bridge. Sit there, stop, and get reparked. There you go. 8155 ES44 AC engine and 8781 a D9-40C. It's an intermodal.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just.
Thing. Now you're going to complain about one short walk?
I thought I'd walk back to Philly.
Alright, take your chair. Let's go. We're getting out of the rock.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dave.
Yes, sir.
I got disturbed.
Mike,
everybody.
what's what? No,
Go ahead.
A mighty pen.
Rockville.
I got one leg on my brain.
Oh, we're on it? No, we're not. Yeah, where's Blake Lance? On your sweatshirt.
No, it's
Oh.
right here.
No,
I hung them right here. Are you kidding me?
Oh, Drew Beach.
I will flip hell. Alright. Some scumbag stole money somewhere. They were laying right
And I didn't
here.
even see him because I wasn't paying attention. Just chillaxing.
Okay.
Sweet.
Tell you what, man.
Chillaxing.
Dave, look at that. Look at that. Your famous PR view. Look at that.
Take a picture of that.
How the hell would they get out of it?
They don't miss that down.
Dave, look at the view of the
Right here.
Oh, what?
Where's the M1? Well, you're not fences to fly. Who? You're smoking. Where's the T1 at? The T1
There goes the end of freight train.
Pay for it.
We're heading on to the Rockville Bridge.
You were just hoping to keep going?
It's a 3-track main bridge. Huh. I thought it was always 2.
You couldn't have figured that out from just this car?
Actually, it goes down to 2. It goes from 3 to 2. We're over the mighty Susquehanna River.
Slide in.
It's banging. Oh, I had a handkerchief.
Unless you guys can.
Great.
All right, here you go. On Rockville Bridge. In the Dolphin Narrows here. So look out the left side. And the right side.
Well, at least it's not all filled up to the zone.
What's their full function?
That's good.
Oh, you did?
Yes. He wants to know if he's still doing road inspection.
Look at the left and the right, okay? Look out there.
You go off to the left of it.
Listen, he came in here.
Yeah. We're picking on the bridge how many times? 100?
They're the old fancy signals.
All right, well, as we pull out here, let me tell you a little bit about Rockville Bridge. Rockville is the world's longest stone masonry arch railroad bridge. It was built by the Pennsylvania Railroad in 1900 through 1902. It cost us just under $1 million. There's 48 arches. It is 3,820 feet long, 52 feet wide, and we're 52 feet above river low water. Construction required 220,000 tons of stone and 600,000 barrels of cement. Listed in the National Register of Historic Places, 1975. So this here is Rockville Bridge in the Dolphin Narrows. As our conductor mentioned, we're going to be stopped here for a few minutes, so we have plenty of opportunity to check out the view on both sides. And take a look down and look at how the water's flowing and look how deep it is or isn't. So this is the Susquehanna River, so okay, load of mother Susquehanna.
Pretty much walk across.
And what a beautiful day we've got.
Wide though.
Well, the reason
On the Rockville Bridge.
across here must be very shallow. Probably sitting on a rock. Yeah, you can see it there. So they're probably sitting on a rock right here.
I don't see anybody up there, do you? You don't see any cars there? No?
And down the tube.
Fine, keep got it.
42, anyway, you get it done, that should be good there.
More action to come as we gotta pause. There's the other side of the Susquehanna River here. What we can see. Harrisburg Yards on the other end of the Susquehanna, which we'll see more as we're in reverse, headed back.
Reversing around the Y. On both
Oh, you lucky rail fanners. It's an all red. We'll get more action as we get closer. Here we are getting back into Harrisburg again, through the yard. Everything that we saw on our way in is reversed. Signal's still red for that intermodal.
Would you? Let me see there. No, but I want to sit by and wait. Is that two seats right?
Passing through Harrisburg Yard again. There's 9503 and 2678. Moving up to get the clearance. Should be good to go, and he's going to be out of here. 8781 and 8155. Coming up on the refueling pads again. We got
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a reminder, this is a no smoking train.
25, 65, 75, 64, 43, 84, 65, 93, 13, 5605.
This is a non-smoking train.
We even got, ooh, 3308, 3383,
Thank you.
5272, 5669, got 9943, 9139 and 5000. More intermodal cars. Whole line of them. There are intermodal trains that are parked and not ready to go anywhere yet. without engines. This is what we passed on the way in here that we didn't get really as well. There's a Conrail caboose. Alright, we're going back to the seat where we were so we can get some more stuff, including Harris Tower. More to come.
Behind it here, so We clear the freight train here. Through the Harrisburg station.
There's Harrisburg Station with cab car 9634. And the Keystone train. AM 7905. Sitting there as a spare. There's pre-42 DC engine 71 as backup just in case.
What's that?
Only every state. State seat along with that.
So they can run electric all the way out to Harrisburg. Yeah.
Harrisburg train shed going by us now, so we're heading off on the freight bypass tracks. We're going to head back over onto the Reading here momentarily, so we've been heading off to the left. So. Say goodbye to the capital city of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, and away we go back onto the rear mileage.
Stand up.
To get the Barbara.
Okay. I don't know if she's going to answer.
As we're headed back, we'll see all the stuff that we didn't get a chance to see before. So here we go again. On to the site.
Tom's got one too.
Do you need one?
No. Mine's still at 80%.
Take a balls and come back. Come back into Rutherford area where the Rutherford Intermodal Yard was.
Assembled like that, I can more now. You're that quite hard. Is that a high speed one? It's even harder.
Ooh, Union Pacific 6710. Ooh. 4 engines sitting on the side there. Now we got another one, an intermodal on the left.
Yeah, right.
Oh, we passed this one earlier. FedEx even goes here.
Rutherford Yard now will be on your right.
ABF. Yellow. Our company. We're even seeing again our favorite engines. 9903, 1040, and 1103. All look like they're ready to run.
I got the lobster.
No. None. This girl. Let me show you the lake. Let me show you the
Probably make it somewhere just east of that.
Yeah. Dark nights on the island.
Yeah.
You see from that goes fast, that by the mouse. And then days of the tank. Yeah. Kind of went by our house, came back.
Oh, there's a Walmart.
What's your press now?
that's not the one.
Going west. Going 1 came back by at 326. Yesterday going back east towards the house. It was actually related today. Yeah, what time is it?
It's already almost 20 to 4 now.
Yeah, so yeah, it's not gonna be like a half hour later. Yeah, that's true.
We must have picked it out.
He said yesterday it took him like 2 hours to make that move at the bridge.
Oh, you actually got home?
Yeah.
You're home over there. What, Rockland? Yeah, and
The only thing is, he said when you go by the house, it's okay. Like you said, it's
getting dark.
Yeah, it was 326
Yeah.
when I went in. One problem and it was us.
4106 or 9334 is the engines that brought in a road rail train.
west.
CP Beaver.
1258.
Nothing but woods for right now. We'll catch more later.
So that'll be on your route here.
We're in Hummelstown.
Put that house right there. Get rid of the tag. Wait, okay? You already looked down at your neighbors as it is.
There's railroad tracks where I'm moving.
Stop it!
Great. According to Hank, he says that's oil trains going there and grain trains.
Right, plus, you get the freight when you're in Harrisburg, right?
I guess, I don't know. I don't hear much about it. It's a, I think it's a single track main. I've heard of them. I haven't seen any yet, but I heard them.
On the way back to Hummelstown.
CSX track. And there's NS. Nice green pool.
There's 5064. Oh, wow. Transformer, wow.
Gives the engines.
figured with you guys, the thing is. Hershey kind of the thing with you guys down there.
Station. There's the Hershey factory with the Hershey smokestacks. A relic now.
How did you get back from work?
Hershey facilities, the original.
Unfortunately, yes, we ended up 12-hour flights. That was one of those
Is that Dave Armstrong? stay in town?
Yeah. Mom and I'm actually doing the detour out of Chicago. We're going on to Santa Fe between Joliet and Galesburg. I know.
You got that trees and shrubs and rocket trees people there. Vines and stuff. So it takes over.
I try as much as I can.
Blocks the view.
No, I'm retired now, so I do what interests me in the time of that.
I'll be back with more soon.
It doesn't matter. We're all done about that.
Well, Sunday is not.
Well, that's a good point.
That is.
right now eastbound, and so we're about 3 miles now on the west side of Lebanon. So coming back into Lebanon, 2.5 miles or so now here. And again, you want to be looking for the historic station. This time will be on the right. Quite impressive coming across here. Lebanon is 2.5 miles.
Turned into some sort of little yard. Such building yards. MS Police.
Really had a good on that one.
Work yards.
Cardinals are supposed to see some waves. So the scenery's great, but the name.
Yeah,
Tries to see Cardinal. He's going to skate backwards. They're not even under the car. They got 3 sets of skates. So if they do it, they have to like derail and flag, right? And then the cars that are
Which ones you seen on? Lebanon Station.
It's a nice one. Yeah.
There's 2
spring, they'll be ready for Central Railroad, the Georgia end. Following a third main line here that had to derail it to it. We got told of an update that we're going to be going around Reading, instead of going through downtown Reading. We're going to be bypassing it and taking the belt line.
Okay, well then I'll get you a boy. I need the
It is. It's an educated plan.
Service industry.
That goes on.
We saw freights on going out, but nothing on the way back so far.
Why can't you do the regular?
And we're coming into Wobble.
No, I just look really there, but
3 miles after that.
That's the almost horse siding there.
Wonderful communities with the historic place National Register Wobblesdorf right now.
We're in Womelsdorf coming into it. An abandoned little service track. Buried and invisible.
what do you think of this? Oh, okay. What happened?
Yeah, it's true.
That's a lot.
Ah, it's like a runaround siding track. That's what that was.
Okay.
So far, we'll see if we get anything else. Here we are coming into Robisonia as we're making our way back.
Why is it like it here?
We text it.
They have an area with picnic.
Some maintenance vehicle. Surefine Company.
Tractors.
Moving all the Surefine food to Pennsylvania.
Yes. But then you get I know you
It
will.
expanded to the other side of what we saw earlier.
CP
miles of Warnersville. There's all the straw that people will be getting soon, or they need.
So that's why Hunter said, we'll buy it. Go out and buy a whole small PSA. Because he's got accident so slow.
I just may have to watch what's happening before the game because sometimes the round going on.
So we're going to be getting into position where we can see things from both sides if we can. More to come. Here we got the Norfolk Southern train, a continuous with the rail one that we saw earlier. This time we hope to get the engines of it. 6962 was the engine number. As we're along 422 here, outside of Reading. See what we can get since we're in between tracks. That's not a good one. We gotta check the other side. More to come. We got Reading and all the rail fanners. Seen the Autumn Express. Signal's all red on this track. We're going to be heading on the Beltline. There's another rail fanner. As we switch over and head towards Reading, Allentown, and Pottstown. Here's a heritage unit. Number 8101. The Central of Georgia engine with 9774. Still sitting there. Train 38G still sitting here in Reading. Hasn't even moved. as we take the belt line going around the town of Reading. There's the Vanity Fair buildings. Oh my word. The Vanity Fair factory outlets. We passed through them earlier.
And that's equipment we saw earlier with the Central Georgia Heritage Unit on the west end of it there. So we're now making the diverging move here and coming in the west side of Reading.
We're in West Reading on the opposite track where most of the trains eastbound go eastbound go out. As we pass the Vanity Fair factory outlets, the blue and red buildings. It's over there. Been in there before. As we continue along the line, there used to be, I think, another track along this line. But we can't tell. So, should be interesting. But there's still the rest of 38G, I think. See what we get on the other side. We'll pause for now. 8921, 8924, 9618, 5221.
We're not going to cross over and go through the center of town here. We'll stay on this bank from here and then rejoin the other route down at milepost 56 at CP Titus or Harrisburg Junction as referred to it earlier here. So we're now on the top line heading to a little bit of rare mileage here, folks. So to the west side of Reading, on the west bank of the Hill River.
Train came in from Jersey and Allentown onto the Reading line. That should be a very long freight. That's the end of that freight for so long. We'll be back to see if there's any more stuff on this line. More to come. It looks like it used to be like a yard or something that's still in service, I think.
Scrap iron, rail, boxboard, you name it. This used to be dropped right down the river here.
Yeah.
They just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. It's a huge dump area. Well, eventually it caught fire and it burned, you know? And they buried more and more stuff. You can only imagine from here to the river.
What's
You know,
in
like it drops off there?
Yeah.
So they filled it. It's filled with, you name it. Probably got rail car, wheels, you name it. They
That's
buried it
awesome.
over there. And that was a spot they would bring it over and dump it. All the old railroaders used to say it was big. They dumped everything.
I wonder what kind of good stuff's in there.
I don't know.
They never made it. Take it down.
More trains. More to come.
Well, as we're climbing up here, we're coming off of the belt line now, and rejoining the Harrisburg line. This is the junction CP Titus for
Yeah, well, that gets us symmetric. People, those are kind of like it.
Oh, it's on Aurora, isn't it?
Oh,
From one of the towns there, some ridge that got section of it. Yeah, it's all gone. It's going to be a real, I guess, there'll be a lot of bus business that
Coming into what looks like Pottstown, I think. Coming into Pottstown here.
Yeah, and they keep changing the direction where the nature tail sells. Glad I got it, so I don't get worried about it.
Well, I actually wrote a lot of articles.
No, I got lucky with train late. Justin
Sometimes you follow too big.
I did what you did, Minneapolis, Park. Just for a train ride, you know.
Track guy
Yeah, right, yeah.
So you have a got off that way. Morning.
Well, that was the closest to the station in Fargo.
I know I'm sad to put that down. It's figured out.
Yeah.
It's just 3 times a week.
Well, the High Line then is freight.
When I've lived in Minneapolis, I had
Yeah.
So what I did is put down in a jelly. So it's just to watch around. So just jet it off and all that fun. Yeah, no, it gets. Yeah, I know, except the head.
you know, spent down in Fargo,
This is kind of jet.
46 miles out.
Yeah.
Changing plans we're supposed to go drop us off at the station, go park across the river yard, instead. Once they top off, you get out of about a mile.
We're 6 miles from Pottstown. I thought we were coming into Pottstown. We weren't. We're actually 6 miles from it.
We're through Douglasville now, and within about 5 miles of getting back into Pottstown. So we're around milepost 45, probably be 45 to 44 from what I understand. So,
We'll catch you up, Chris.